I've been playing so much blue-white control lately, and I'm so sick of mirror matches that I had to play some mono red for a little palette cleanser. We are still preparing for the best of 3 qualifier play-in that's on Friday, so we're going to try out this mono red deck and see if we can get under some of these blue-white control decks. We do have quite a bit of planeswalkers. We have 4. We have 2 Chandra, Torch of Defiance, a couple of the Chandra Dress to Kill. We actually do have a Fiery Negotiator in the sideboard as well, so I think that's already a pretty good setup against control decks. One other particular card we're trying out is this Bloodfeather Phoenix. I think this is pretty good against Rakdos and Control. It's a Phoenix that can come back. I don't know if it's actually better than just having a haste 2-drop here instead, but I do think it is a little bit better against the control decks we're seeing a lot of. Ferocidon's really good against the Amalia combo. They can't gain life. And Ojer has been actually really good with everything else in the deck, with Eidolon, with Ferocidon, Chandra. So I'm pretty happy with how this deck's played so far. Let's check out some games. All right, playing against Lava Axe. Cool name. We'll just start with our Kumano into Soul-Scar Mage into Ferocidon and just win the game. Playing blue-white control, of course. Or, yeah, okay. I haven't seen that version. Pretty slow start from us. We are ready to get wrecked by a temporary lockdown. Man, Phoenix would have been a good play this last turn. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Ferocidon. Do you want to make disappear, or do you want to kill one of these little guys? Lava Axe goes deep in the tank. This card's really good against the Amalia combo. Alright, there we go. They thought about it. They don't want that. Next turn we can play a Phoenix. We could play Lightning Strike to get the Prowess trigger. Assuming we don't get temporary lockdown here. Okay, so maybe they have an Absorb. Let's go for the Lightning Strike and see if they absorb it. This will be 8 damage. I could definitely say it's reasonable to not do that and hold on to one of these Phoenix. Hold on to the Lightning Strike since we have both of these Phoenix. Alright, we still get wrecked by temporary lockdown. Supreme Verdict's pretty good. Okay, they just pass. This is kind of a weird spot because if we play this, play with fire, like we don't want something to get absorbed here. So I think I'm just gonna pass. So we're still 1 short. I actually think I'm going to hold on to this play with fire, just in case they have a Supreme Verdict here. I mean, this Chandra and Play with Fire is lethal. Plus we get our Phoenixes back. Alright. Game 1 done. It's important to win game 1 for us, because who knows how much hate they could bring in. So I like Planeswalkers. I like Roiling Vortex. Roiling Vortex. Roiling. I don't like Soul-Scar Mage. Bonecrusher's not that great. I could probably cut some Play with Fires. Maybe I'd rather have Bonecrusher over Play with Fire. Yeah, we'll try this. Yeah, this hand's fine. We drew our 1 Play with Fire we left in. Opponent mulligan, so... Alright. I still think, though, with this hand we go Swiftspear into Phoenix into Ferocidon. Probably just hold on to this Play with Fire as long as we can to get back a Phoenix. Ooh, Experimental Frenzy's pretty good if we can resolve it. I'm still not sure how I feel about Phoenix. It'd be really good if it just had haste already. Then it'd be insane. But I don't know if it's... It might just be better to play like a 2-drop haste creature instead. But I feel like this card's better against, you know, blue-white control decks. Or Rakdos. Yeah, okay. So they had to get lost, but they didn't want to target our Phoenix. Alright, we're going to try to get Ferocidon down. Okay. Are they going to Verdict? If they Verdict, we just probably play Experimental Frenzy. Even though we have a couple good cards in our hand. Alright. Well, it's good they didn't Verdict, because I would rather play these 3 cards before I get my Experimental Frenzy down. Gonna exile Ferocidon? Or you go for the Phoenix? Interesting, interesting.
This is what you get for hurting my people. Until next time, then.
Alright. Frenzy will be good next turn. If it resolves. I mean, we could have resolved it this turn, but man, I would much rather play out my hand. That's a lot of value in my hand. And I was getting rid of the Emperor as well. We'll use a map token first. I guess I should have held on to that Crucible first. I would rather draw a Planeswalker. Another Wandering Emperor. That's pretty good.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end.
I would say this would have been good if I could have played it this turn, but I think getting Experimental Frenzy down is going to be pretty important. Hopefully they just don't go Farewell here. No Farewell. 2 back-to-back Wandering Emperor is pretty good against mono red. They could still have a Get Lost for the Frenzy. They could have quite a few things. They're deep in the tank. Okay, Teferi. Teferi's pretty hard to beat, to be honest. Like in this board setup, but... see what we can do. Wonder how they're going to play the Emperor. Okay, they sacrifice it. Makes sense. They get a block from this I get to block the Kumano. So we know the land's on top. I think we just go ahead and sack this. Another land on top. Do I just want to... I think I killed the samurai token, right? Dovin's Veto. Teferi's pretty annoying for us.
You know what?
I mean, we could have just went face, put him at 13, but really you're just not gonna beat a Teferi when they're already at this high of life total. Alright, we go with the temporary lockdown to get my Phoenix. I guess they just want to spend some mana to tap with their Teferi. Alright, Chandra's good if it can resolve. Yeah, let's play the land. Alright, I think I want to get rid of this Experimental Frenzy. So now we'll plus and not play it, obviously. Alright, well, we can't play that because we're out of mana. Man, I really don't think doing 1 damage to Teferi means a whole lot right now. Maybe it would have just been better to go face here. But having the Chandra's out actually pretty important, because unless they have a way to get rid of this Experimental Frenzy, I can really start going through some cards on top. And if I get stuck on a land, I can then use my Chandra. Alright, we don't really want to draw the Ferocidon anyway. Oh, hey. Now it's relevant. Now it's relevant. We are attacking Teferi for 1. See, that was our plan all along. Just leave a lightning strike on top, kill the Teferi. It's lucky. Very lucky. But definitely not a line I was thinking about. Nor a line I probably should have considered. I mean, it happened, but it was very lucky that it happened. Goodbye, Chandra. Alright, they had the option to kill the Frenzy. I think I would have rather killed a Frenzy than... Ooh, I guess we'll play this. That's 4 damage from that. I think it would have been better to kill the Frenzy. That's so much more value than a Chandra. Like, I just played 3 cards instead of the Chandra just looking at an extra one. Yeah, I guess you can flash temporary lockdown and get sweep up this one. The opponent should be in a pretty bad spot. Alright, Vortex is good. GG's. GG's. Vortex for 4 damage. Love it. This hand looks good. Sucks I didn't win the dice roll, but this hand is decent. I'm playing against a blue-red aggro deck. Interesting. Actually think I want to lead off with Swiftspear. I feel like there's a good chance I'm going to want to use this Bonecrusher Giant. I'm going to want to stop something. Diamond Pickaxe, okay. I feel like I definitely want to Bonecrusher this. Do they have another 1-drop? A burn spell? We're just gonna go for it. I guess I could have attacked first and see what they do. Okay, wow. This next turn we'll just play Eidolon plus Kumano. Draw a land. Metallic Rebuke. You don't see that card a lot. Pretty interesting equipment deck. I guess Fervent Champion's pretty OP in this deck. Just get to equip everything for free. Alright, well it feels like this is the turn to get rid of it. We'll do it next turns during combat so they can equip something else. Or do we want to play it before we play an Eidolon? And get the Prowess trigger. I think I would rather do that. I'm not really too sure how good Eidolon will be here. I mean, they have 1 card, plus they just can equip stuff. I guess they can make their Siren pretty big. Most likely, we're going to have to play Chandra and minus on the Siren. Okay, take 2 damage. We like to see that. Maybe they just want to explore on the Siren. Also, if they want to attack with Gingerbrute, they're going to have to pay 1. Seems like you'd just want to put the Diamond Pickaxe on the Siren. Then you could attack, make a treasure token, and sack the treasure token for the Gingerbrute while you're in the attack phase. If you wanted to go max damage. And they'll just go with the map. Draw land. I guess I haven't played a land yet, right? So now that you can use the treasure to equip. That's kind of interesting. They did it on the Gingerbrute. I actually think I take this block now. Okay. Oh, they get the token, then they can just use it like we were saying before. Yeah, so we'll just play Chandra.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
We're gonna kill this. They at least have to do another attack. Or another equip, excuse me. We're not dead yet. Now we're dead. Alright. That'll do it. So maybe Chainwhirler's good. Oops. Probably went Obliterating Bolt. Maybe I could take out Phoenix here. Check out one of these. I like that. Okay, this hand looks good. Even though we don't have any spells. I feel like Eidolon. We should get a lot of value out of Eidolon. We don't have a way to deal with the Darksteel Citadel if they ensoul it. Other than race it. If they have the ensoul, they can almost do nothing. They're going to ensoul that so they can get another attack in? Or, okay, just use it as a blocker. Maybe we do need the Nahiri damage spell. I think we just play Dinosaur. Pass the turn. Alright, 2 damage. Let's equip 2 or 1. Equip 1. Okay, since they attack with that, I can attack with my Ferocidon. Unless they have another 1-drop. There you go. They have another 1-drop. Is it worth it? Thinking probably so. Do we die on the crackback is yes. And then we're still 1 short from winning. But I have to make a move. If they have a removal spell, then just no blocks. Put them to 7. But they don't know what my last card is, so I think they just have to block so they don't die. Am I dead? I think maybe a burn spell is the best thing we could draw. Even a land, so we could attack with the den. No attacks, okay. This is going to do a lot of damage to us. So if we attack with everything, they could block, take 4. They could block, double block here, and take 4. Yeah, let's just attack with everything and see what they do. My cat's meowing. Do they want to get rid of the Eidolon? No. Okay, send that back to my hand. Okay. We'll just play it. Hopefully we don't die. Wow, okay. Guess they had nothing. I was going to say, hopefully we draw land, we could get another attack in. I think we definitely bring in the Warcrafting. Still think Chainwhirler's good. Maybe Chandra's not good here. Yeah, we'll roll with this. Alright, give me the good hand. I guess this is fine. Maybe Play of Fire can snipe one of their knights. Turn off some of this equipment nonsense. I should have played the den first, oops. But playing Kumano first pretty much obligates us to play an Eidolon. We definitely could have just held up a Play with Fire to kill this Fervent champion. But we're just going to go ahead and play our Eidolon. It's a good blocker unless they have another equipment or removal spell. Another champion. All right, it's 2 damage to the face. I'll block. I'll block this one. Do they have a way to get rid of the Eidolon with their treasures? Looks like they do. Okay. I'm gonna put it on bottom because I already have another one in my hand. I think I like using Bonecrusher here, and when they go for the equip, we can kill this one with a Play with Fire. They're stuck on 1 land too. Okay, now they're not. Guess they could have Rebuke here. Or Spell Pierce, okay. Can we kill this? Do they have another, do they have a Rebuke? Alright, we're gonna kill this one way or the other. Jesus. Alright, do you have the Ensoul now? A Ginger Brew. They're at 7. Yeah, I think we just play our Bonecrusher and then Obliterating Bolt, whatever they leave back to block with. I think if I was them, I would have cracked the treasure to use the map last turn. That way I could at least like set up a draw. Did you draw another creature? I'd love to see them put the Jengatha in their hand. Alright, let's see if this is good enough to win the game. Oh, they can sack it to gain 3 life. That puts them back up to 6. I forgot it had that ability. But now if they play anything, they lose 2 life. They have another Gingerbread, so they can... But they can't play this Gingerbread. Nice, nice, nice. GG's. This hand looks fine. We'll start off with Kumano, put the counter on Swiftspear, then play another Kumano to get the Prowess trigger. Seems good. Playing against a blue-red. It's a lot of Bonecrushers. Really don't want that many Bonecrushers. And still probably the best thing we could draw is a land. We could at least play a Bonecrusher with the +1/+1 counter on it. Guess our question was going to be, are we playing Creativity or are we playing Phoenix? Since they played Opt, I'm guessing it's Phoenix. Yep. Okay, they just want a blocker. Didn't draw a land. It's unfortunate. But we can at least do 2 damage to him and attack through this. Okay, Ledger Shredder. They can put a +1/+1 counter on it. I still think we just attack. And probably play Bonecrusher. Actually, I guess we could go ahead and kill the Ledger Shredder. It's probably better. I'll at least set up better attacks for next turn. I mean, we have lethal if they don't have a way to kill one of these. I assume they do. Well, that should help. We'll try a play with fire. Fiery Impulse. In response, we'll Bonecrusher. What do they have? A Disruption? Okay. Sure. They will die. Alright. Easy game 1. Seems like this should be like a reasonable matchup for us. I could bring in Rending Volley, but that kind of seems bad. Maybe it's not. I think Roiling Vortex is decent. Maybe I want Obliterating Bolt. Eidolon seems really good against them. I don't know. Is Roiling Vortex good? Maybe we don't want it. But I do think I want Obliterating Bolt. I think that'll be a good answer for Ledger Shredder and the Phoenix since it exiles. I think Play with Fire is probably pretty bad against them. We'll try this. They mulliganed. I think this is fine. We can Kumano into a 3/3 flyer. We'll try it. I don't think Bonecrusher is necessarily that great against them either, because Ledger Shredder is kind of annoying. We could probably take out some Bonecrushers. I guess it does kill a 3/2 Phoenix. Well, if they have the Fiery Impulse, can't kill it yet. They need to have the lava. What do you call it? Oops. All right, we'll take it. That's the shame concede.